This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
Here's your report.
Oh, thanks, Jane. I wish I could hire someone just like you.
Try LinkedIn Hiring Pro. It's more than a job board. It's like the recruiter you always wished you had. Hiring Pro uses real-time insights to match your role to LinkedIn's unique network of professionals and delivers a short list of best fit candidates. You'll spend less time sorting applicants and more time talking to the right people.
Let's do it. You're irreplaceable, Jane, but another you would be great.
Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
First of all, I've been there 20 years.
I don't care.
No.
I don't care if you've been there since
I'm just explaining.
the time that Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
This is the plaintiff, Gilbert Montague. He says the defendant's dogs are doing their business on his driveway, and he's had it up to here with it. He had to hire a professional to get rid of all the dog poop and had to have his drain cleaned from the clog. Bottom line, the defendant's dogs are a menace. The madness has to stop, and he's suing for the $3,200 he's owed. This is the defendant, Marcelo Miranda. He says the plaintiff's a pain in the you-know-what and complains about anything and everything. His dogs are great, friendly, lovable boxers, and he cleans up after them every day. He has no idea what the plaintiff's trying to pull with this lawsuit, but he does know one thing. There will never be peace in the valley between the two of them after this. He's accused of pooping out on a neighbor.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Montague, you are suing Mr. Miranda, your neighbor, for $3,200 that you say he owes you because his dogs keep pooping on your property.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's going on?
Your Honor, I bought the property in April of last year, and the easeway is shared, which is the
driveway to go in.
driveway.
Yeah.
It's shared. So
Do you have a picture?
Picture of the house. Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Okay, so which one is, this is your house?
Yes.
This is his house?
Yes.
And this is what you're talking about. So a car can get through here and park in the back of each place, right?
Yes.
Okay, but apparently we have a problem because he lets his dogs roam loose there. Is it one dog or more than one dog?
He had one dog at first, and I talked to him about the problem, and then he went and he got a second dog.
Okay, and what's the problem?
We cannot use the property that I paid for my family.
Because?
Because of his menacing dogs.
Are the dogs aggressive? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
How are the dogs aggressive?
They,
Come on up. If you got to talk to me, you got to come on up. Who are you?
I'm Janice, his wife.
Okay, so these are your children we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, let me just ask you, is there an additional fence in the back for you guys to separate your two properties or no?
No, recently we did that.
Okay, but at the time that we're talking about this, there's no additional fence. So if your daughters want to use their own backyard, what you're saying is you can't because the dogs are roaming everywhere.
They can't, yeah.
Okay, is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what right do you have to have, and what kind of dogs are these?
Canada, I don't even know. They're big.
Boxers or pit bull boxers?
No, boxers.
Boxers? All right. If this is a shared easement, what right do you have to have the dogs roaming free in a way that they can actually get on his property too?
Okay, first of all, I've been there 20 years.
I don't care.
No.
I don't care if you've been there since
I'm just explaining
the time that Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
When he came to see the house, he met me with a shovel in my hand, and I was picking up the dog poop.
Okay.
So I asked him if it was going to be a problem to let me know.
Because you do what then?
Rid of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
He told me the dog was fine, it was no problem. He petted the dog, his wife petted the dog. The dogs are not aggressive.
Dude, listen to me. You can't possibly, have you ever called the animal control or the police or anything?
Yeah, we went to the police station numerous times, and they
Where
said
are you?
because
The Bronx. What'd they say?
they said because it's a
Hit the road.
private, it's on a
It's
private,
not
it's on a
criminal
private,
matter.
it's on a
That's-
private
It's not criminal
property.
because it's a, well, yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. We tried talking to the
city-
neighbor to see if he could see.
And did
how-
you talk?
how
What did you talk to
difficult
him?
it is.
What'd you say? How'd it go?
He said the dog been doing that for years before we come there.
Well, it's so simple. Now people are complaining. So why can't you erect a fence in your? Because you have a backyard. You erect a fence, not them.
Exactly.
You erect a fence and pen in the dogs. What's the problem with doing that?
I would have to chain them.
Well, you could walk your dogs regularly on a
in
leash.
response to the fact that he's talking about the yard, he doesn't tell you that it's rat infested, number one. And the dogs keep the rats out of there.
Mr. Miranda, listen to me. You can't have dogs roaming loose in an area that you share with another person. That is not exclusively your property. And if
Okay.
that's the case, then you can't have the dogs outside. Lots of people will have the dogs inside and then just walk them many times a day. But the fact that the way your property's set up would be really inconvenient to pen my side in, tough. Think about that before you buy 2 boxers. It's a problem. How can you not know that this is a problem? Are you surprised by what I'm saying?
No.
Right. So what efforts did you make to try to resolve this before it got here?
Well, to me, the complaints that he gave me were the dog droppings. And the other thing is he doesn't live on the property. He only uses it, I don't know as what, because he's made single occupancy rooms in the house. And he wants to do the same thing in the basement. That's the reason why he doesn't want the dogs in the yard. I could get rid of them. I asked him, like I said.
Well, why haven't you gotten rid of them before we got here? Don't get rid of them, find them homes. But why haven't you already done that before we got here? He's suing you for...
I asked him...
Where do you come up with these figures?
Before he bought the house.
He thought you'd be better about picking up the poop. You have a very interesting lawsuit. Let's discuss your lawsuit. You want $1,400 for poo pickup. How
Yes.
do you figure that you should get $1,400 for poo pickup?
Your Honor, in June, I had to hire a neighbor to do the cleanup, which I paid roughly $100 a month.
Okay,
I
I want to sign up for that job. You're paying a neighbor $100 to pick up a few logs of poo in a yard that is how big?
in the
easeway.
in the driveway.
Easeway. The dog
Okay,
walks
so
around.
another few yards. All right, you paid somebody $100 to pick that up?
Yes.
Well, it's
Some guy's
Because-
pointing to
because
himself
there's a
there. Is
reason
that the
for-
guy you paid $100?
I have the witness, yes.
Come on up. Everybody wants to meet you. Come on, sit down a second, wife.
Yes,
What's your name?
Freddy Medina.
Did you get paid $1,400 to pick up dog feces?
Well, he paid me $100 a month.
It's from June
Of
until
what year?
2011.
Okay, so June of 2011 to August. Did you do anything else besides get $100 a month to pick up poo?
Yes.
What else did you do?
They sneak the drainer when sometimes they stoppage because the dog poo in the floor.
What are you feeding these dogs?
And when they ring, all of the poo they go to the drainer, and I have to just take it out from the drainer and put the sneak a couple of times. I've been doing that. And also the sanitation people, they've been coming and they've been telling they cannot be dirty in the backyard because
So
that's
why aren't they
against.
citing him? Why isn't the city citing him? You need to pursue this with the city. You make it a nuisance to him. That's what you've got to do.
Well,
so go on. I'm
well-
finding it, I'm sorry, but I am finding
Okay,
it
but what
really
happened
hard to
was-
believe that you're paying $100 a month to pick up poo.
Well, that's real cheap. That's $25 a week, and I'm doing it every day, 6 days a week.
You don't have another job?
Right now, I'm super for next building. So because the sanitation people, they've been coming, they've been complaining. And also they connect some people, the cable people, the gas people, the oil people, they cannot get in the back because the dogs are right there for running free.
Now, let me ask you a question. If you're already suing for the $100 a month that you're paying him to clear the drain and clean the poo, why are you also suing for an additional $200 to clear the drain?
Because, Your Honor, that was a big job.
Okay, the $100 a month is for the cleanup. Now, when the drainer gets stoppage, he called me, and that's a separate job because I had to bring the quick man.
How much did he pay you for that?
Well, sometimes $150, and I charge you $200. And the last time that I did it, because there was too much stoppage, and I had to bring the equipment, the machine, and my time.
Then you also, your last item is you have a door that needs to be fixed thanks to the dogs, and you were first suing for $200, and that magically today turned into $1,600. Why is that?
My wife could explain a little better.
Okay, switch.
The estimate that we got was unbelievable because the guy said we have to remove the door facing to put a new door.
And why are the dogs responsible for that?
Because the dog peed right there and rot the door out to the
Let me see a
basement.
picture of the door.
This is the dog going in.
You have pictures of the dog roaming?
Yes,
Yes.
a whole
Dogs.
lot.
And
Hundreds,
this is a
thousands,
picture of
yes.
the door. It's rot
I
on
don't
the
need
door.
thousands. I
He's
just
coming
want
out here?
Do you have a
And he's
video of
coming
the
out.
dogs
Yes,
roaming?
I've ever-
Let me
yes,
see the
sir.
video. Cue the video. Dogs walking right into their home.
Yes.
Let me tell you. Oh,
Yeah, I want to hear what your dog. Is a picture of your dog
Okay.
walking into the guy's home.
that gentleman that he hired to clean,
Yeah,
those dogs love him more than me.
I'm sure they do. But that's why are these things relevant? It's true, right? They're good dogs.
But this is why I'm saying. They're talking about the dog is vicious. The dogs follow him into the basement, and he allows it to happen. You understand? He opens the door, and they follow him in.
They're very beautiful
I mean,
dogs.
they don't know
Okay.
any better.
All right, the dogs may not be, they're certainly a nuisance, but you think they have gratuitously thrown in vicious. Okay, go ahead.
No, they're not vicious at all. They're
Right, I
not.
understand what you're saying.
I agree with that. The dogs are
I
very
got
nice.
kids
I
in the
agree with that.
neighborhood that I wish I could have brought them. They go in there and pet the dogs.
Dude, why don't you have them go in there and pick up this poop?
No, because I do it.
Well, apparently not, because we're looking at a bunch
Oh,
of
sure.
poop.
He waits until the dog poops, and then he runs over there with a camera.
How many pictures of poop, including poop that has now been degraded by rain? We have like different. Listen, I know poop, okay? I have a dog.
Okay.
I can see the different stages and colors of the poop. What?
No, there's more.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know what you're feeding those dogs, my friend, but. Wait, are you going back to the same? I recognize that fly.
No, you see, they're talking about the door.
Oh my
the
God,
entrance.
what a cute dog.
Yeah, they're beautiful. So the middle door is
How big
right,
is that dog?
About like this.
But how
See,
many
that's
pounds,
the
you
door
know?
they're talking about. The middle door.
That's your door? Your door?
Yeah.
Well, if you open the door, the
Yeah,
dog's
be-
gonna come.
No,
yeah.
because the thing is, the door when they close, the dogs they
What
pee.
is that, a metal door?
Yeah, middle door. When the guy come to put the door, they make the estimate. They say they have to replace the whole door, plus they pay the door, plus pay the labor. And you see when they pee there, they're dripping down. You see the drain in the
Wait. Let me go ahead. Talk to me, Miss
The
Miranda.
drain, they're showing the picture before, you don't see it.
Wait, shh, be quiet. What? I'm sorry, Miss
You
Miranda.
don't
go ahead.
see him before. You see that after. That was when I clean it, and that's when I put a new tap and everything. I clean. This is the defense that Mr. Mante they built on his side. Okay, he paid me to build that defense so that the dogs they didn't come no more to his side. But the problem is when I
The
built the
easement.
defense on his side, the dogs they're still running away running
the
around
easement.
the driveway,
Right.
and they prevent the Canadian people, the electric people, the gas, oil, and they starting giving estimates of the bill because they cannot go inside and reading the bill, the meter.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, is the dog owner responsible for the cost of cleaning up the mess?
I think so. If you're sharing a lot with somebody, you should have the courtesy to, if you mess something up, you clean it up. I believe he needs to incur the cost.
Should he incur the cost? Huh?
No.
Why?
I think that the dog owner that has no obligation to pay for it because it was in a common area, and I would assume he's already paying his dues.
Well, he's paying his dues, but it's the other guy's property too. You're going to be the tiebreaker.
I think so. I think the owner should pay for it, or clean it up, and the other guy should take care of it. I mean, it's the property. There's no reason why the dog should be going to the bathroom all over the place, and the other guy should have to deal with it.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
All right, here's where we are, folks. To me, when you spend money on a place, you have a right of quiet enjoyment of that place. And that includes the ability to actually set foot there, okay? Because this is a nuisance, and you're gonna have to take care of the situation. I don't know what the answer is, but you're gonna have to find the answer. Are you working?
No, I'm retired.
Okay, so, are you mobile? Are you able to walk?
Yeah.
Okay, well then walk your dogs a couple times a day. They don't have to be in a yard, because the one thing you cannot do is continue to let them run freely. I am going to issue, it's not going to be the amount he wants, but I am going to order a judgment in favor of the plaintiff for numerous things. What I believe the value of the door to be, what I believe he has proven to me. He has spent in a lot of cleanup throughout the course of a long time, and it's them who had to put up a fence. It's like bizarre to me. I'm sure they're nice dogs, but they poop, okay? You can't have them do that. I'm finding in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $2,000. That's my judgment.
The plaintiff has won the case here in the People's Court, not for everything they sued for, but the defendants here. What are you going to do about this?
Well, I'm going to have to get rid of the dogs. Is the only thing I can do.
Is that going to be painful for you?
It is, because the dogs have, were born there, and.
But your neighbors live there, and so.
They don't live there. They bought the house, but they don't.
It's their house, and they have rights.
They do.
Right, and you're willing to respect those rights.
Yeah, I have to abide by the law.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this way, please. Are you satisfied how this comes out? And you heard what he just said. Here, turn around this way, okay? And step right over here. Are you satisfied now? He's going to get rid of the dogs?
I hope he get rid of the dog because, everybody have a right to enjoy the property that they purchased, and the dog was just...
But if he gets rid of the dogs, is there going to be peace in the neighborhood?
There will never be peace.
Why not?
With that guy. He should be in prison. He should be in prison.
Okay, Harvey?
This is why they have these pooper scooper laws. If you have a neighbor who does something like this, I would argue to you, you should call the health department, because if they're letting this happen, ultimately it could become a health issue. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
Visible puts the ultimate wireless hack in the palm of your hand. With unlimited 5G wireless data and hotspot designed to keep you connected. Powered by Verizon's 5G network. And no contract holding you back. Plans start at $25 a month. Or get the premium Visible Plus Pro plan and save $10 on your first month when you use promo code HACK. Make the switch at Visible.com. Terms apply. See Visible.com for details.
This is the plaintiff, Lorna. She says she loaned the defendant money, and in exchange she was going to get the use of the woman's car for 1 month. When she approached the defendant with the date she needed the car, the woman went ballistic, started swerving in the car they were in, and immediately reneged on the deal. Needless to say, they don't speak any longer, and she wants the $295 she gave the woman returned. This is the defendant, Linda Larimore. She says she drove this woman all over town to doctor's appointments, and the plaintiff gave her some gas money and made 2 car payments for her. She also let the plaintiff drive the car when she needed it because she was a good friend. Now she wants her money back? Come on. She's accused of taking a toll on a friendship.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Douglas.
You're welcome.
All right, Lorna, you've asked us to refer to you only by your first name, and we'll respect that. You are suing Linda Larimore. Am I allowed to use your last name?
Yes.
Linda Larimore for $295 that you say she owes you because you paid her that to use her car and she didn't let you use her car. Tell me what's going on.
I met Linda. We became friends. I had moved to Florida for a job and had a car with that job, and it fell through. Basically, she would let me use the car. I would fill the gas tank, give her money for gas because she was financially in certain dire straits. So I would help her.
So you were
out.
doing that just to be a helpful person, or because she was giving you rides places?
No, I was using the car.
Oh,
she
okay.
wasn't giving me rides. I was actually using the car, and I would also, we would share the use of the car.
Okay. And were you paying her for that, or in the beginning you were not?
I was filling her gas tank, and I was using the car.
That's how you were paying her.
Yeah, and I was using the car very minimally. Maybe
Okay.
to go to the grocery. It wasn't a mile or two.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then she came to me April 9th. She was behind 2 car payments. The 3rd car payment would result in a repossession. I don't know if she asked, but I said, look, I will pay this car payment so you will not be behind 3 car payments and get your car repossessed. In lieu of that, I can use the car for a month. I will have a schedule and let you know when I need it, and we will share the car, and I will do this for you. And that way you won't be out the money.
So she wasn't going to pay you back. She was just going to let you use the car.
Correct.
But she was already letting you use the car. Were you letting her use the car?
Yes.
Okay, because you were close friends?
Yes, and I had surgery in March and had a total shoulder replacement. I couldn't drive anyway for 6 weeks.
Okay, so was she driving you places?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of the time.
How long had you two been friends? It's so sad that you're here. How long had you two been friends?
4 months, 3 or 4 months.
Okay. And did she give you $295? Did she make that payment of $295?
She gave me the money, yes.
And when did she do that?
I don't remember.
I have that
Do you know?
information. I have the coupon of the car payment that I made her give me just to make sure that that was the amount.
Okay.
And I have the withdrawal from the bank of $300.
May I see that? And what date did that occur?
April 9th. The car coupon where she was behind on the car payment was April 8th.
Okay.
So had she not made that car payment, she would have been behind 3 car payments.
So you were behind 2 payments. She was paying $295, and you were coming up with the other $295, or it?
Yeah, I was going to pay. I paid the other one.
All right. So according to you, what happens?
About a week later, she had an appointment, and I had a doctor's appointment in Jacksonville.
It was an appointment that was long-standing.
Yes.
And you really wanted to make it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
On the way, I had a copy. I wanted her to sign something saying that she received that cash. So I just typed up something simple saying she got the money, and then also my schedule so we could arrange to share the car. When I gave her that information in the car, it was a rage and proceeded to be a really terrifying car ride.
And this was the next day after you gave her the money?
No, this was April 19th.
So it was 10 days after you gave her the money?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that accurate? The conversation happens 10 days afterwards?
Her doctor's appointment was 10 days after it. I do not know that that was the discussion 10 days later.
Okay, so according to you, it's 10 days later, and she says what?
I am not going to let you use the car, is what she said.
But just because you gave her something, a sign that says that?
Yeah, it just went from friendship to full-on rage and
Why
anger.
do you suppose? Had there been
Maybe
anything
she
else
was
that happened?
doing to intimidate me into backing off and not wanting to get the car as the agreement.
Was there an agreement, according to you?
There was an agreement that she could use the car, yes.
Okay. What didn't you like about the way she was presenting it to you?
Because I'm driving in a rainstorm that day. And she kept insisting that I sign an agreement, a written agreement. And I said no.
But when she pays you the $295,
yes,
is there any agreement attached to the $295?
That she'd be able to use the car.
Okay, and then that's what she puts in writing for you to sign, and why are you offended then? How is it different?
She didn't put that in writing for me to sign.
What did she put in writing for you to sign?
She wanted me to sign the fact that she gave the receipt that she had given me the money.
So then, okay, you need to tell me what's going on then.
Okay, I'll
what
tell
led
you.
to the problem?
Can
Why
I?
did you pull out? Why did you say you can't use my car anymore? What's going on?
Okay, I'll tell you my whole side, if it's time.
Yeah, it's time. It's past time.
So are barter deals a good idea?
Absolutely not.
Why?
I'm a hairstylist and I work hard for my job. So I'm not going to make a deal with you because you just expect it in the end again.
I'm not sure what that means because you still get something of value if the barter works. What do you think?
I think if you both agree that what you're giving is worth what you're getting, then it should be fine. But you guys have to be on the same page.
Yeah, and it's hard being on the same page sometimes. It's a little loose going inside the courtroom.
She'd been using it all of March.
Right.
She lived down just a few miles from me at one point, which was no big deal. She had the car the majority of the time. I was in the hospital part of March. Anyway, I came home. I can't drive. I am making arrangements to ride the Council on Aging bus to get me to my appointments because I'm a senior and I'm low income. So
You look great.
Thank you. So I couldn't drive myself, and
You
that's
still
what I
look
did.
great.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Anyway, she moved to Volano Beach, which was a lot further away.
How much further?
It was a good 10 miles away, one way.
All right.
And then she would
When
drive
did you
back,
move?
pick me up.
Hold on. When did you move?
April 1st, and it's 4 miles. It's not 10
Okay,
miles.
so if she moved, by the time you get the money for the car payment, which you agree is April 8th?
No, I don't agree. I don't know.
When did you pay your car payment?
The 8th or the 9th? I do not know.
Right, exactly. So we know that she's already moved for 1 week on the day that you accepted the money. So you didn't accept money for her to use the car and then say, but wait a second, you're living so much farther, so you've changed the terms of our agreement.
Yes, I did,
Just
too.
a moment. She had already moved on April 1st.
I don't know when she moved.
Do you have any proof that you moved on April 1st?
I didn't bring proof, but I could get it. I have a rent statement.
Who would you be getting it from?
My landlord. It'd be a
Do you have a
bank
lease?
check. I do.
And the lease will start on April 1st?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So did she move before the 295?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I
All
don't
right.
know. I know she used my car to move, which was okay, because she didn't have any other way to do it. But then it started being appointments in Jacksonville. Then her dentist was a good ways away from Volano Beach. Then she was coming to pick me up. It was just getting to be way too much for me to handle.
Okay.
Especially with major surgery, I just couldn't do it. I was riding a bus. I was walking. My car was with her a lot of the time.
Okay, when she offered to you a piece of paper and said, I want you to sign this, there was already hostility between the two of you guys? Because
Yes,
you felt
there
like she was acting like it's her car.
Yeah.
And it's your car.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have an argument in the car that day?
Yes. Yes, we did, because she kept on and on. You've got to sign this, and you've got to do this, and you've got to do that. And I'm like, I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to take you to Jacksonville. And I turned around and take her back home.
Oh, so you didn't take her to Jacksonville?
I did take her, yes.
Oh, you did?
I
Wait,
did.
so you turned around, then you turned around again?
Yeah, and 3 times. I didn't watch.
I thought my husband and I were the only ones who did that.
No, it was
a lot of stray U-turns when there's an argument in the car.
It was very scary. She wanted me to get out of the car.
Did she
on a
tell you
highway.
get out?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you really?
I did,
Yeah.
because she wouldn't shut her mouth.
She almost hit a truck.
Come on, well, you're a grown woman. You don't have more anger control than that.
You know, it sounds funny now, but it wasn't.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It's terrifying
it wasn't
then.
funny.
You're on a highway and
Yes.
you're sick and you're going to an appointment and,
And
it's raining. It's not funny at all.
And she just kept on and on. And I said, I don't have to take you to this appointment.
Okay.
And I turned around not to take her.
And then?
But I remembered it was a very important appointment for her.
Okay. And then,
So
well,
I,
I'm sure she
I
told
went
you to,
ahead
and
and we
then
went
you-
on to Jackson.
Okay. Did she ever borrow the car after that date?
Never.
I don't know. You might not have.
Okay.
I don't write down everything I do. So.
Did she try to and you said no?
She did.
Okay. So she did try to and you said no, I won't loan you the car.
After that argument in the car and her telling me that she had the right to use the car, like it was her car all the time.
Right.
And I was upset because there was sunscreen, white sunscreen on my dark interior of my car everywhere.
At some point, according to her, she offers to pay a car payment in return
does.
for what?
To be able to use the car, which
For
she'd
how
been
long?
using. She didn't say.
Did you say?
No, I did not.
So are you under the impression that the $295 is gratitude or future car use?
I think it's for past car use as well.
As well.
As
but
well.
you do agree it's for future car use?
Yes.
All right. Now, according to
And I
you,
was-
the agreement was for 30 days. And according to, right?
It was a month car payment, so I figured
Okay,
a
so
month
you figured
time.
you'd get a month of
Yeah.
use. And according to you, it was
The
10
car
days
payment was
and then
2
you didn't
months
like
behind.
gratitude.
She made the back car payment.
Well, I understand that, but she's making it on April
I'm
8th.
still one payment behind,
Right.
even after I make the payment. I'm still one payment behind.
May I say
Yeah, how
something?
far is Jacksonville from where you
It's
were?
about 45 minutes. But when she was in the hospital, I took care of her. I did her laundry. I did her grocery shopping.
did?
I cleaned her house. I took care of her cats. I was a very good friend. Her
So what went wrong?
Her rage in the car was
Her rage in the car was because she felt like you shouldn't be handing her a piece of paper to
No,
to,
it
you
was
know.
already discussed. It wasn't some surprise. It was
I
like
understand.
here's the-
Maybe when someone's driving in a rainstorm, it's not the best time.
Well, I know. It wasn't like, Your Honor, it wasn't like that. I had the information in the car because I knew we were going to be together.
Okay, let me just make a suggestion to the two of you of how to live your lives. Whenever you have any contract, whether it's a contract that involves $5 or a contract that involves $295, all of the details should be hammered out beforehand in a way that is very clear to both sides. That means in writing. If she wants your $295, she signs something before you hand her the money. We have a name for people who try to do it later.
She initialed
We
the
call
coupon.
them litigants. That's what we call people who try to do it later.
I didn't even look at the paper.
And that's fine. I know you're not looking at the paper. But according to you, at the time she gives you the money, you think it covers past and maybe some in the future, but you don't know how much. And all right, so you're saying the terms of the contract are unclear and unsolidified by the parties. You're saying, what are you talking about? It's a 30-day car payment. It's 30 days. Well, I think it's appropriate if you pay a month's worth of car payment that you get a month's worth of use. And it sounds like what she ended up getting, since you folks have that disagreement in day 10, is a third of that, correct? No. Ladies, you are done.
Okay.
Now is the part, which part is this, Douglas?
Time for a little judging in this part.
That's right. Now the judging part. Now the lady in the black dress gets to talk. And since I find that she only got 10 days and not 30 days worth of use of it, I am going to find that you get to keep 1/3 of that amount, not 3/3 of that amount. And I'm going to order you to return $196.66 to the plaintiff. That is my judgment. Good luck, folks. Thank you.
Well, there'll be some money going back over from the defendant's side to the plaintiff's side. What's your reaction to that?
I think it's ridiculous, but it could have been a whole lot worse. It's my car. I had to have it cleaned. I had to put the tag on it. I had to.
She got that sunscreen on there. That
really irked my. It really set me off.
I know, it blanked you off. I know.
It did.
Yeah.
And then to tell me all this stuff in a horrible storm. I mean, I'm 4 or 5 weeks from 6 weeks.
Well, getting it in writing is usually a good idea,
yes.
right?
Yes, and most agreements have to be in writing. Therefore, I thought she didn't have a case.
Yeah. All right. Head right around there. Follow Officer McIntosh around the corner. All right. So you come on in here and tell me what's going through your mind here.
It's just very sad.
Well, you two were friends, right?
Correct. And I was taken advantage of, and it was a good lesson. I learned a lesson.
Which was?
Just not to loan friends money, especially people you don't know very well, because you don't know they have an anger issue or whatever.
She has an anger issue?
She definitely has rage problems, yeah.
Okay, Harvey?
All I can say is when you have a barter deal like this, you better get it in writing and put exactly who gets what and when. Otherwise, you're asking for trouble. And that will do it for this case. Litigants, for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
If you've ever blasted synth beats from your boombox or burned CDs for your besties, this one's for you. As people get older, much like their music tastes, their health needs change. AG1 is the simple daily health drink designed to deliver over 75 essential daily nutrients and pre- and probiotics to support energy, digestion, and mood, so you can make the most out of every decade and dance break. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
This is the plaintiff, Yvonne Gregory. She says she was getting ready to leave her apartment one night when all of a sudden she felt water dripping on her head. Her ceiling then collapsed right in front of the firemen she called, and all her belongings were ruined. She's suing the defendant for $930.96 because she caused the flood by overflowing her toilet, and since she won't pay up, here they are. This is the defendant, Karen Williams. She says she lives in an apartment complex with 30 other families, and their water system's all interconnected. Just the other day, the water from her neighbor's apartment was coming up the drain in her shower. No one knows what caused the plaintiff's apartment to flood, but one thing's for sure, it wasn't anything she did wrong. She's accused of springing a leak.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Yvonne Gregory?
Yes.
You are suing Eric and Karen Williams. Karen here will be representing?
Yes.
For $930.96, the cost of your mattress and box spring and the cost of paint in a bedroom.
Yes.
When your ceiling caved in because of a leak in her apartment.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Tell me how this happened.
Well, on June 23rd, which was my daughter's birthday, we were waiting to go out. I mean, I was waiting for her to come home to go out. And then I was hearing like
so much for that, right?
no birthday. So I was hearing like water, and I kept feeling the walls, and I'm looking up, feeling the walls, and I didn't see anything. And then, I kept hearing it coming more and more. So I went and rang Ms. Williams' bell to see if anybody was home, to see if they were having a leak.
But you were actually seeing water drip?
No, I heard the water. I heard water.
Right.
And I was just feeling the walls just in case.
But everything looked pristine so far?
So far. So I rang their bell. Nobody was home. So I came back in, and it kept coming heavier and heavier. And I sat down, and I looked up, and I see water coming through my light fixture right over my bed. Dirty, mucky water coming in the light fixture. The fixture is like this.
So it's holding it.
Yes, it's
but
holding it.
we know that it has a finite amount of volume of water it can hold.
Exactly. I went to call the super, but he didn't answer. I left a message, and immediately I called the fire department because I figured light fixture,
Yeah, we don't know.
So they came in about 5 to 10 minutes. The super showed up after. And when I got back in the house after letting them in, part of the ceiling was coming down. So the firemen poked it, and they saw it coming down.
Right.
Because they poke it, and then...
I know, when they poke it, everything falls up on your
everything
bed.
was coming down.
Right.
In the whole...
With like a rush of water?
Yes.
With a rush of water.
And dirty water. And
toilet water.
Yeah. So they did that.
Do you have pictures?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry I asked.
I have more on my iPhone, but this is... Sorry. If you need to see them, I have more. But that's just more of my mattress.
Here are the buckets, the pieces of ceiling. What is this a picture of? Oh, that's the hole. This is your ceiling and that's the hole?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
This is your mattress. What kind of mattress was it? Nice one.
It's a Sealy. It's very comfortable. Beauty Rest.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's your mattress now? That's your mattress how many days later?
That's the mattress that same day.
Oh, the dirt from all of the residue once the water dried up, right? That's not, wow. All right, how do you find out something has gone terribly wrong in your apartment?
What happened was I was due to work at 7 o'clock. I went to work at 7 o'clock. I called my husband to see where he was. He was at a family member's house. I called my oldest daughter to see where she was. She had just got off the train at 34th Street, and my middle daughter was still at work until 10 o'clock.
Why are you giving me all these details?
Because I'm getting to the point, because no one was home.
You're getting to the point, you promise?
No one was home.
No one was home. Okay, go ahead.
No one was home. No one was home.
What time did the firemen come?
They came at approximately about 8:30.
At night?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Right. I got a phone call at work around 8:30, and my neighbor next to me, she says, is someone home? I said, no. She said, because the fire department are here. When she said fire department, I thought it was a fire.
Right.
She said, the fire department is here, and they're trying to go through the fire escape. So then I'm trying to call my husband, and my husband's not answering his phone.
Of course not.
And so I called my neighbor back. So I'm asking her, well, what's going on now? So she said, well, they're
breaking your door down.
Right.
Right.
She said they're going to break the door down. So finally, my husband calls me back. I said, look, you have to get home because the fire department are breaking the door down.
Right, I know. But then you come home, and what do you see in your apartment?
So the toilet overflows. Is the tenant whose toilet overflowed automatically responsible?
Of course. I mean, it's their fault that everything's breaking, right?
You all agree with that?
No.
Huh?
No, you have no way of tracing who or where if they're all connected, so it's the landlord's responsibility.
Is the tenant ever responsible?
No. I'm a landlord, and I know the tenant's never responsible.
Tampons. I just wanted to say that. Going inside the courtroom.
So I left my job around 11:30.
Okay, now we'll get to the apartment.
Okay, when I get to my apartment, my whole door is
off the hinges.
Right.
Right.
And it was water all over the place.
All over your apartment.
Right. It came from the bathroom toilet, the toilet in the bathroom. What happens is from time to time, the water will back up.
Have you called your landlord about the
They come and they'll snake it, the toilet and the tub, and it's fine, and then it happens again. It just happened last week again. So
what did the fire department, do you have the fire department's report?
Yes.
What did your landlord say about, because you guys are renters, right? These are not condos. What did your landlord say about this?
My landlord said it was coming from their toilet.
And?
Right.
And that the toilet had backed up.
No, but I mean, did you ever say to your landlord, you got to pay for these damages?
Yes.
And what they say?
I asked them about that, and they said they let the toilet overflowed.
Let the toilet overflow. That's usually a plumbing problem, right?
Right.
What did the landlord tell you? Now you got to go sue her?
Yes.
Right.
That it wasn't anything that they did.
Are you responsible for the plumbing in the building?
No.
Is she
No.
responsible for the plumbing in the
No.
building? Okay, there's things that someone could do. Okay, for example, if you have old plumbing and you're living in an old building and the landlord tells you do not flush whatever down there and you're still flushing whatever, then you created a problem. If you have a fight and you knock the toilet off the thing and you leave, then you've caused the problem. You know, there are numerous things that you could do to cause a problem.
Right.
Okay, I need some evidence that she did something. Okay, because the single most common, most logical reason would be that there's a plumbing problem. And if there's a plumbing problem, you need to be suing the landlord. And the landlord's a liar when they tell you, oh, it's not us, you gotta sue her. You know, no, you have to prove they did something. When there's an overflow like this, unless there's some evidence, and I'm looking at the fire report, and in the fire report, all it says is we broke in and we turned the water off. That doesn't mean she did something. You know, if there's a problem with the toilet, then that's a landlord issue.
Well, the only thing I can say at that point is that after a week of this happened, because nobody ever came down to apologize or anything, after a week of this happened, Ms. Williams came down and said that her daughter had come in, went to the bathroom, and left the house.
Okay, but don't you do that? Don't you do that? Don't
Yeah.
I do that? We
Well,
go into our homes, we use the bathroom, and we leave.
Well,
What's the
that's the only
negligence
thing,
there?
yeah. Right.
Right? I don't know about you, but unless there's some reason to, I don't use the toilet and stand there and stare to see how it's doing afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, if you can prove that the landlord knew about a plumbing problem and neglected it and whatever else, then you can go against the landlord. But I'm not seeing anything that would mean negligence on the part of someone who rents up there. I just don't see it. My verdict in this case is for the defendant. Okay. I feel awful for you, but I just, I can't pin it on her.
Okay.
Well, I think not only the judge feels awful, everybody, nobody wants, that
Yeah,
must have been horrible.
I didn't expect that at all.
What, the result of the
The
case
result
here?
of the
Why,
case, yeah.
why not? You understand that it's,
I understood
it's
her.
not the
I
tenant's
understood
fault.
her.
Well, what are you going to do next? She did suggest, the judge suggested you could go against the
I'll
landlord.
speak with the landlord and see. If not, I'm just out $930.
All right, and what's the situation now in the place? This is...
I mean, it's all fixed, and I had to buy new furniture, so.
You look up and worry about this happening again?
Always.
Yeah, a little paranoia there.
Always.
Huh? All right, hope it doesn't. All right.
Thanks.
All right, head right down there. All right, come on in here. Why didn't you step on in? Why didn't you ever at least go and apologize to her? She said she never heard from you.
No, because I was working. It was at 11:30 at night.
Don't you ever see her around? Don't you ever see her around?
No, because I go to work at 7 in the evening and I get off at
You feel
7
bad
in the
about what
morning.
happened?
Yeah, I feel bad about what happened. And I wish I could help her.
All right. Harvey?
So here's the deal, and this is such a common thing. If you have a problem in your building, and it's a plumbing problem or whatnot, you gotta let the landlord know, and you gotta let him know in writing. Once the landlord is on notice and you can prove he's on notice, then he has a reasonable time to fix it. And if he doesn't, the landlord is squarely on the hook.
Queen Carvania stood haloed by the morning sun. An army hung on her every word.
My champions, I have sold my chariot on Carvana. 'Twas a lovely SUV, an inexplicably queenly offer. They're even coming to the castle to collect it. Tonight, we feast! An offer you can feast on. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.